I saw.
Yeah.
What it looked to me like he was negotiating with a deaf prostitute.
Concern here is that Trump called up the National Guard without permission from Gavin Newsom, governor of California and man with strong opinions about the food and business.
California just pulled off a plot twist so wild it makes reality TV look scripted. Tyrus and Desi Lydic didn't just roast Gavin Newsom, they slow-cooked him, seasoned him with sarcasm and served him up like a five-star comedy entree. Picture a governor stepping into a cage match armed with nothing but hair gel only to get demolished by punchlines sharper than his suits. Stick around because this isn't politics. It's a demolition derby of egos, laughs, and one governor getting verbally powerbombed.
Watch the tape.
Yes!
He literally goes, I want some of this, then you do some of this, and I'll do some of that back to you, and then we'll do this, and then I'll pay you, and then we'll do it again.
True.
And then she kept saying, no.
Before we move on, smash that like button and subscribe because you don't want to miss this one. California, once branded as the Golden Dream, now feels like a blooper reel nobody asked for. Palm trees sway, celebrities frolic, and taxes climb so high they qualify as a new mountain range. And at the center of this Hollywood disaster flick stands Gavin Newsom, the man with the perfect hair, permanent grin, and uncanny ability to govern like he's auditioning for a Vogue cover shoot.
This wouldn't be the first time someone went to LA looking for a role and couldn't find one. Hey, you listen to me, 1,700 troops. You keep following your dreams.
It's almost impressive how one man can be the most photogenic politician alive while staying completely oblivious to the dumpster fire behind him. Imagine Newsom, wine glass in hand, grinning on a balcony in Napa. Meanwhile, just 2 streets down, people are fighting over tent space and the city smells like a porta potty from Woodstock. That's the California paradox, and Newsom wears it like a designer suit.
Phony. I'm totally weird. Gavin's hands. It's time for Gavin's hands.
Okay, how about this? You do this one first, then we do this one, then we give a little back and forth.
Enter Tyrus, a man who doesn't sugarcoat because sugarcoating takes effort. His verdict: Newsom isn't a governor. He's the lead actor in a painfully bad improved show where the only script is say progressive things and hope nobody notices the crime outside.
Trump called up the National Guard without permission from Gavin Newsom, governor of California and man with strong opinions about the food and business class. But Newsom is hitting.
To Tyrus, California under Newsom is a luxury car with no engine. Slick on the outside, useless when you need it. He mocks the idea of selling California as the future while people pack U-Hauls faster than extras fleeing Godzilla. If your utopia has more people leaving than arriving, you're not running a state, you're running a clearance sale. And then comes the hypocrisy. Newsom lectures the nation like a motivational speaker who hasn't noticed his mic isn't plugged in. He brags about leading on climate change while his cities drown in garbage needles and unpaid bills. And while Tyrus swings the blunt hammer of reality, Desi sharpens her satirical scalpel, mocking Newsom as a man trapped in an endless shampoo commercial.
Well, speaking of full of isn't it? I'm sorry, I'm confused. He's still governor, right?
Yes.
So he could do something about it. That's the most irritating thing, is that why did anyone say with a follow-up where he's like, the homeless situation is ridiculous?
Everything about Newsom screams, please put me on the cover of GQ. His speeches aren't leadership, they're auditions. Tilt the chin, left squint, slightly, hope nobody asks about homelessness. Desi finds joy in that absurdity. To her, Newsom isn't governing, his branding. He's the kid who never did the homework but always had a PowerPoint trashing everyone else's projects. California isn't run like a state, it's managed like a startup with an overfunded marketing team.
Is lobbing the unfathomable accusation that Trump might make decisions without fully thinking them through, but I'm sure Trump will be the bigger man here.
Earlier in the day, the president suggesting that it might be a good idea if his border czar, Tom Homan, arrested the California governor.
So the combo lands perfectly. Tyrus slams facts: homelessness, exploding crime, rising businesses fleeing. Desi roasts the obsession with image, slicked hair, designer shoes, speeches that sound like rejected monologues from America's Next Top Model. Picture the scene in the wrestling ring. Tyrus enters like a heavyweight champ, body slamming Newsom's record with empty storefronts and potholes so big they qualify as landmarks. Then Desi climbs the rope's flying elbow of satire, mocking his cufflink adjustments mid-speech as if they'll fix housing shortages. It's the tag team takedown California never asked for but definitely needed.
Follow-up question, aren't you governor?
Yeah.
Like, that's the difference. That's the difference between the radical left and President Trump. He'll talk about something as it's being taken care of. He's going to go up and say, listen, I'm going to sign an executive order to stop homelessness, and here's how we're going to do it. Bam, 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 done. The border, done. 5 days later, 99% no one's crossed. They're standing at the border like, you go. No, that, you go. Like, no one wants to go. Newsom goes down there and says, oh, they're...
And the finale. Image versus reality. Newsom may have the smile, the posture, and the Instagram-ready lifestyle, but when Tyrus pulls back the curtain, it's a mess. And when Desi cracks the jokes, that mess becomes a comedy special. California doesn't need another photo shoot, it needs a leader. Until then, Tyrus will body slam the facts and Desi will roast marshmallows over the flames.
Gavin Newsom's primary crime is obviously his podcast. And even if Newsom wasn't good at his job, being a bad governor doesn't mean you should get arrested. It means you should be mayor of New York.
Tyrus keeps it simple. This isn't leadership, it's performance art gone wrong. California is losing people money and credibility, yet Newsom struts like he just won MVP. It's like a coach celebrating a 50-0 loss. Empty speeches over soundtrack of sirens and boarded up shops. Then Desi swoops in with the comedy scalpel. California looks like a live-action disaster film, but Newsom struts through it like a Vogue spread. Leadership isn't branding, and the brand is as fragile as Napa Chardonnay in an earthquake.
It's not his words when he speaks.
Yeah.
You have to watch him closely. And some genius decided not to film him any lower than the shoulder.
Yes, did you? Yes.
So what did he do?
You couldn't see the hands.
No, but he sent Morse code.
Yes.
Go back and watch it. Look at the blinking. Blink, look. Meet me at the house. Like, he's blinking. He's sending, I'm getting there. Hey, just so you know, I'm not wearing pants.
Her punchlines slice deep. Newsom brags about progress while residents invent new ways to dodge human waste on sidewalks. He attacks other governors like Florida's while his own citizens Google U-Haul discounts. Desi calls it what it is, the loudest critic in the room and the least qualified to lecture. Together she and Tyrus rip away the Hollywood filter, exposing a man obsessed with optics while his state spirals.
Yeah, it's a complete portrayal. I mean, the focus more on Greenland than the cost of groceries. Of course, you listen to Trump, he discovered the word groceries. He keeps literally acting like he's rediscovered a word and he's introducing it to the American people. That's serious. That's how out of touch he is.
It's like watching a sinking ship captain apply to the Coast Guard. That's Newsom's White House dream. Tyrus laughs, if you can't run your own kitchen, don't apply to be head chef of the whole restaurant. Meanwhile, Desi imagines him on a national campaign trail, hair perfect, smile locked, while voters whisper, isn't this the guy whose state looks like a survival video? Different styles, same conclusion. You don't need to share politics to see the clown show.
Look, he's blinking, and then eventually the camera guy, realizing that he's signaling him, so he gets appalled, leans back, camera comes down, and then we're back to this. I'll do this for you, you do this for me, a little. So he's saying whatever he's going to say. There it is, see? They couldn't hold him back. He's like, I'm not on film. Oh, I'm not, nope. Bring my hands up, bring him up. Bring him up. He's playing with us. Meet me at my house. You get mine, I get yours.
Think of it as a roast battle. Tyrus lands the haymakers, crime, homelessness, exodus numbers. Then Desi delivers the zingers. California's not thriving, it's auditioning for a tragic comedy. By the end, Newsom looks less like a future president and more like a delusional motivational speaker selling self-help books while his own life burns down.
We're dealing with a myriad of issues. I was just talking to Josh Green, the governor down in Hawaii, who had some ideas around some land use concerns he has around speculators coming in, buying up properties, and the like. So we're already working with our legal teams to move those things forward, and we'll be presenting those in a matter of days, not just weeks.
And that's the destruction. Newsom wants respect as a serious leader, but comedians dismantle him in minutes. By the time Tyrus and Desi are done, his polished image looks less like a campaign and more like a rejected sitcom pilot, governor hair gel. California burns in the background, but he still poses like leader of tomorrow. Problem is, tomorrow already came and it looks like a train wreck.
Don't you miss the hobos? Don't you miss hobos?
No,
big tin of beans.
my mom was pretty clear what stranger danger meant, Greg. So you didn't go hang out and the guy in the van for lollipops. She ran the other way. So
That's how I supplemented my allowance.
I can imagine. Well, speaking of full of isn't it? I'm sorry, I'm confused. He's still governor, right?
Yes.
So he could do something about it. That's the most irritating thing, is that why did anyone say with a follow-up where he's like, the homeless situation is ridiculous?
Together they seal the deal. Tyrus strips away illusions with blunt facts. Desi finishes with ridicule sharp enough to cut glass. One makes Newsom look incompetent, the other ridiculous. The result? A governor who wanted to be America's future but instead became the nation's warning sign. Leadership isn't about hair gel speeches or Instagram angles. It's about results. And while Newsom's house is burning, Tyrus is calling it out and Desi is roasting marshmallows over the flames.